All right, what up? Maintenance is going pretty well. Let's see. I got everything out of the ultrasonic cleaner now. I got the carb sitting here waiting to get put back together. Everything's nice and clean. Everything looks really good and clear. No holes. I thought I'd spend a second go over the kit here, just so you guys could kind of, in case there's any questions about, I know some of these, the kit can be kind of confusing sometimes the first time you go to jump into it. It's the kit K10WB from Sky Sports. So I like to go through the kit and pick out all the goodies that I'm not going to use. You got this little clear guy here. I get rid of that. I don't use the little itty bitty screen because I clean this really well and the screen is crystal clear. This is factory pressed in. I've never had the screen come out. So I don't want to mess with it and put that little thing in there and this little clip. These two block off plates. You don't use any of those goodies. Now you have this seal, this gasket right here, and you have that gasket right there. They look very similar, but they are different. You need a pointer. You don't want this one with the straight line there. You want the one with two dots on the end. And other than that, that seal is exactly the same. So we're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna keep this one. We're using both of these guys, the rubber one, the gasket, and then this little rubber seal goes with this one as well. They layer on top of each other, and it is important to put them in the correct way. A little tip, if you get too crazy taking it apart, if you notice on the old one, there's dents in it. I know it's hard for me to see, but the dents, see? And then on this side, it's the rubber side. Well, look at the plate. It's nice and smooth, right? So probably not going to be any dents coming from that. But if you look down in here where it screws on, this little area here where that screws in, goes right here. So if you look at it, there's little dents. And those little dents come from these little lines that you see inside of there. So that's to show you which way it goes back in. And then same on the other side. It's nice and smooth, right? So there's the dents. And not only on this one, see, nice and smooth on one side. And then there's all the little dents. But on this side, it's a little bit easier because there's little, it lifts there. And this one, it won't go on. You can't put this one on backwards. There's no hole there, see? It wouldn't work. So that one's pretty easy to tell which way it goes back on. And then you have all your metering lever parts. These are going to be all good. All three of these pieces here are considered the metering lever. And then there's a screw and all that other crap. And you reuse your old spring, so don't lose your spring. My helpful tip on your carb repair on this side of the carb, when you go to take this screen out, you know, the one with the white fuzz that everybody always picks off of the screen, they give you a new screen. This new screen is so soft and flexible and is going to clog. It's much finer than the original and it is going to clog faster. Okay. I like this screen. It's like the one that came with the wall-bore carb. It's like metal. It fits in there. And as long as it's not torn up, I keep reusing it. Now, the reason why, see this little conical shape that's inside here? That's where the spring sits inside of there. This one that comes with the kit is really soft. And if you're going to neglect your carb repairs and maintenance, you know, you're not right on time with it, this little guy here will start to get, come on, focus in. Will start to get so dirty that it actually starts to suck in there. I've seen it all the way curved onto itself and stuck down inside of there. And there's just no way that is going to happen with this factory screen. It's too rigid. It's also a little larger, so like I said, so none of the stuff's going to get stuck in it. And now for my really interesting tip for anybody who's interested. All right, so here we go. This right here is the fuzz. Come on. The fuzz that comes out of your carb. It'd be stuck on top of that spring when you pull it out and you go to wipe it off. No, I wish I could show it to you through a microscope. It's a very fine synthetic fuzz, okay? And I believe that I know for sure where that comes from. I talked to my local gas station to ask them about what kind of fuel filters they use. And, you know, and I believe that just like for your home heating units, it has this kind of filter in it. It's for fuel, and it doesn't quite break down. But it is probably the exact same kind of filter that they have at those fuel pumps. And if you notice, did you see that little thing come off of there? Okay. Here is another one right here. I pulled a piece off already. And I don't know if you can tell, but that, let's sit this down. Probably won't even be able to see it now at all, but if you look at this synthetic fuzz, I'm going to check this out under a microscope, as a matter of fact, but if you look at it really close, it is the exact same material. I guarantee it. So, it's coming from the gas station, if anybody's interested. I'm almost 100% sure. Once I look at it through a microscope, I'll give you all a better, if that's what I think it is. All right, well, back to it. See ya.